Silent Guardian, an ancient observation platform, or just a forgotten piece of space junk. This unknown object has supposedly been spotted by astronauts and skywatchers alike for years. According to some researchers, it's been here for as many as 13,000 years. The Black Knight satellite is our topic of discussion tonight. Welcome everybody to the Beyond Terrestrial podcast, coming to you from the Bell Witch's backyard. I'm your host, Lee Errett. You may have noticed I didn't introduce my co-host and co-creator, Mike Rupe. Due to some creative responsibilities, Mike has decided to take a step back from the show for the time being. It's my sincere hope that he will be able to return soon. In the meantime, the show must go on. Please bear with me as I develop this new single-host format, and hopefully it's not going to be too terrible. The first reported evidence comes from experiments from none other than the great Nikola Tesla, in which he claimed that he picked up extraterrestrial radio signals. Others have picked up similar signals that have both supported and detracted from the possibility of a real satellite. Many researchers believe most of these radio signals are misidentified natural background noise and other phenomenon known as long delay echoes. Long delay echoes, or LDCs, are a terrestrial radio signal that have been echoed back at the sender. These signals can be picked up not only from the senders, but others as well, in some cases being heard from thousands of miles away. In 1954, a UFO researcher, Donald Keyhole, you may have heard the name, made a statement that the U.S. Air Force noted 2 satellites in orbit of the Earth at a time when no country had successfully put anything to space yet. These statements have been dismissed as a publicity stunt to sell a book Keyhole was promoting at the time. In 1960, Time magazine reported the U.S. Navy was tracking an unknown object, at the time thought to be a Soviet device. It was later confirmed to be the U.S. Air Force lost satellite. So we can't even track our own crap. That's great. In 1963, astronaut Gordon Cooper claimed to see evidence of a UFO during the Mercury 9 mission. This has not been confirmed by NASA. Can I say never a straight answer? In 1973, author Duncan Lunan posited that some long-delay radio echoes received could possibly originate from a 13,000-year-old alien probe located in orbit around the Earth's moon. He believed that the probe may have come from a planet located in the solar system of Epsilon Boötis. These claims have been rejected by mainstream science. Another fact about the Black Knight is that it's believed to be in a polar orbit. This feat was not accomplished by us until the 1960s. So what do the facts say? Well, the evidence that I've found leans heavily towards the Black Knight not being up there. However, in my experience, the government's quite good at shaping the narrative in their favor. So who knows? Where does this leave us? If you subscribe to the idea that we're not alone in the universe, why wouldn't they send a probe to investigate an interesting planet? I mean, we have several times ourselves. We just don't have the ability to send it light years yet. If you don't at least entertain the possibility that we're not alone, why the hell are you listening to this podcast? On another note, where would 13,000 years come from? Well, what if we're in an experiment from a higher intelligence? Who knows? I mean, we watch bacterial colonies for hundreds of generations to see how they'll adapt to the environment. It is said that God made us in His image. If I bioengineered some kind of science experiment, back when I was in high school, I might make it look like me if I could. But it's up to you. This can go in many different directions. The only thing we can do is speculate. So have some fun. Send me your ideas. I'd love to hear them. Please subscribe to BTP on Apple Podcast, Google Play, and Stitcher. You can also look for us on your favorite podcatcher apps. We're everywhere. Look for us on Facebook. I'd like to continue this discussion further. The theme song was provided by Mike Rupe. Other music you've heard today was provided by Incompetech.com. Thank you all. Thanks for listening. Oh, that was sexy.